I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trail Blazers. On Wednesday, they'll take on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Norman Powell and the Miami Heat.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And now the Lakers starting group. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Andre Ayton out there with LeBron James, and it's Smart in at the small forward position. And for Portland, on the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Jordan is out there with Holiday, and it's Avdia in at the 3, the small forward. Certainly one of the most intriguing parts of a new season, Tim, seeing which rookies have hit the ground running, have picked up and not missed a beat.
It's such a difficult adjustment, Kevin, when you get into this league and you see how fast things are happening, how big everybody on the court is. The window's very tight to make decisions. Very difficult to predict who is going to make that transition the fastest.
What was the one thing for you, size or speed or a combination of each?
For me, it was how quickly the shooting lanes closed up. You had much less time to make a decision of when to shoot, when to pass. That, to me, was the biggest transition.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
And it's Smart with the ball for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Pass to LeBron. Reeves outside. LeBron sets the screen for Reeves. And that one drops.
This is what he does. Reeves with a scorer's mentality.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the writing is on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And it seems quite possible this will be King James's final season with the team after he picked up his almost $53 million player option. While LeBron is not entirely comfortable with the situation from my understanding, and guys, he's got to make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, you got to roll with the bunches. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reeves. Klingon with the block.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Klingon can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
Here's Ayton. And Klingon pulls it down.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And here's Jordan outside. Drills the three-pointer. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. To the paint, here's Reeves. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, nice job finishing that with the hammer. I love seeing Reeves go up aggressively.
MP kicks to Avdia. And here's Jordan outside. Offensive rebound. Yes, that goes in.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Kevin, back to you.
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for 8. Hachimura comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Luke Kennard in for Austin Reeves. MP, that's for 2. Out to the right wing. Back to Kamara. Clock at 6. Outside Holiday. Drops in the tray. Holiday's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Trailblazers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
LeBron outside. Shoots over Kamara. Tries again. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play change. The Trailblazers, Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for Murray. Avdia comes in for Grant, and MP subbed in for Sharp. The Lakers also making some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for James, and it's Austin Reeves in for Doncic. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Kennard in at the two guard. Now, here's Avdia. 4 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Jordan. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And Portland making a change here. Klingen's checked in. And the Lakers also making a change. Doncic is checked in. Pass to Kamara. Lillard from outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now, here's Doncic. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Here's MP.